I'd like to welcome our second keynote speaker, Abdulkareem Masabi, who's the Vice President of Port Operations for Abu Dhabi Ports. And in that role, he is responsible for all of the day-to-day operations of the various facilities operated by Abu Dhabi Ports, who he joined in 2009, including the flagship Khalifa Port operation. Prior to that, Abdulkareem held some high-profile roles with NGSCO, rising through the ranks, and I believe from being a third officer to a senior position in marine operations. So he's somebody with a lot of experience both in shipping and in ports, and we're delighted to have him here today to give us some introductory remarks before the main session. So over to you, Abdulkareem.
Assalamu alaikum. Good morning to everybody. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to start by thanking for your presence with us today and express my appreciation to the Maritime Standard for organizing this event for the third consecutive year in Abu Dhabi, the UAE's thriving capital. Over the past 2 years, the Maritime Standard Ship Finance and Trade Conference has become a leading platform for knowledge transfer, collaboration, and forward-thinking insights on market trends in this region. This year, the conference will run under the theme of building strong partnership to generate investment-led growth. And I hope to share with you a few examples of why this topic is very important to us. Distinguished guests, we are bearing witness to an exciting era in the maritime industry in the UAE. Our wise leadership have consistently ensured that the UAE continues to be one of the top global investment destinations for investors around the world, despite ongoing macroeconomic challenges regionally and globally. These macroeconomic challenges have impacted our industry without a shadow of a doubt, and as a result, we faced headwinds from economic contraction, volatile commodity prices, and overcapacity. Our greatest challenge as an industry is to be able to anticipate and to respond to these dynamics in order to underpin investment decisions and maximize the value of our returns. Having said that, part of our long-term success depends on the strategic partnership we make to ensure sustainable investment flows freely into the UAE, allowing us to respond to these macroeconomic challenges. And it is important for us, as industry leaders, to continue to come together to innovate and explore new avenues for industry growth. A spirit of collaboration and the values of mutual respect and ambition have always driven our strategy at Abu Dhabi Ports. We put into action Aristotle's age-old wisdom: the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. This year, Abu Dhabi Ports signed a 50-year agreement with the Jiangsu province in China, bringing an AED 1.1 billion dirham investment into the Khalifa Port Free Trade Zone in Abu Dhabi. Furthermore, in addition to choosing Khalifa Port as the hub for its Middle East operations, COSCO Shipping Ports Limited signed 2 agreements with Abu Dhabi Ports, one to develop their own dedicated container terminal, and the second to develop the region's largest container freight station. These 3 substantial investments will dramatically increase trade flows between China and Abu Dhabi and the rest of the world. They will serve as the key to unlock further investment opportunities and FDI in Abu Dhabi, and they will drive change in existing shipping routes and shipping line networks. Substantial opportunities exist even in challenging market conditions when the investment environment is right. Allowing COSCO to be our second container terminal operator was a decision we took. We see that there is much larger and far-reaching strategic initiatives behind this. It's called the Belt and Road Initiative, also known as the New Silk Road. This initiative will see an unprecedented level of investments in new assets and create streamlined trade routes to benefit all of us. Closer to home, we signed a 35 concession agreement with the Port of Fujairah, establishing Fujairah terminals, which will support closer economic and trade partnership with the Indian and East African markets and increase the economic development of Fujairah Emirate. Abu Dhabi has also worked hard to establish itself as a leading manufacturing, logistics, and trade hub. We recently inaugurated Maqta Gateway, which has set out to digitalize Abu Dhabi's trade services, processes, and information exchange. To date, we have already seen a growth in the number of registered users, which has doubled in the past year alone. Maqta Gateway has also signed a cooperation agreement with Log Inc. in China, the national logistic platform operated by the Chinese Ministry of Transport. Maqta Gateway offers homegrown technology solutions, including its recently developed mobile applications, Manara, and a new customer and investor-centric web portal for Khalifa Industrial Zone and Khalifa Port Free Trade Zone. We continue to see great opportunity and potential in the region and the UAE, and will be accelerating our investments in infrastructure where we are able to create value for our customers and stakeholders. And all of us present today, through our contributions to the maritime industry, contributing to a stronger, more economically sustainable, diversified future for the UAE. I believe that there is more reasons for optimism in the industry heading into 2018 than we have had for several years. Uncertainty continues to surround us, but there are signs of stronger macroeconomic picture as we look ahead to 2020. I believe that the collaboration has been sustained. The industry, through recent years of stagnation, is now poised to propel us to a period of increased growth. Thank you all once again for joining us today, and once again a special thank you to the Maritime Standard for bringing us all together. Thank you.